Hi everyone, it is time for Pilates Mat class. It's Tuesday. I had to think about that for a second. Days are blending together. It's Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. ready for our Pilates time together. I've been looking forward to this all day. I love doing this. So when you're here, let me know. Here's baby kitty. Come here, come say hi. She's ready. So when you're here, just let me know, send a little heart or a like or something so I know people are ready. Baby kitty says hi. Little critter. All right. So really important during this time. I got to do one of my favorite yoga classes this morning with a woman named Alice Kennedy, who's amazing and wonderful, and she is teaching donation-only online yoga classes 3 days a week at her, can go to her website, Yoga with Alice, and they're all the links are on there. Hi Isabel. Anyway, after I did my practice this morning with Alice, I just realized how important it is, just a reminder anyway, how important it is to get your physical body moving. And that moves some of the energy around in the body. I know for myself, it can feel kind of stagnant as we're, hi Anna, hi Patty, as we're just, not doing all the things that we're used to doing. Hi Mom. Our energy can feel stagnant, plus mixed with the emotions, the anxiety, the fear. Maybe I've been feeling some depression lately, some feelings of depression, things like that. So with all of that, it's really important to keep your body moving, to do things that move that energy around and allow you to release it. So with that in mind, let's get to our practice tonight. Hi Bill. All right guys, let's get to it. So let's just start like we usually do. Just find a seat that's comfortable for you, and we'll just check in with our bodies first. I like to sit cross-legged, but you can lay down on your back any way that feels comfortable to you. So you can rest your hands upright here, or like this, or palms down, whatever feels right to you. If you're on your back, you can just rest your hands on your belly. And then just allow your eyes to close. And take a couple of breaths here. And just beginning to notice your physical body, just tuning in to what your physicality feels like this evening. Just notice if it feels loose and good, or maybe tight in some places. Just noticing. And also noticing your mental and emotional body, your energy. Just tune into that and notice what it feels like this evening, which every day is different. So just tuning into what you feel like right now, what your emotions feel like, what your thoughts feel like, and maybe how that's affecting your body. Just noticing. And then if you'd like, you can set an intention for this class. Maybe it's just to feel good. Maybe it's to get energy moving. Anything that feels simple and right to you. Just set an intention, and you can come back to that during your class. When things get challenging or our mind wanders a little bit, you just come back to your intention. Why are you doing this tonight? What brought you here? And then just allow yourself to take a big inhale breath. And exhale. Easily let your air out. And then just allowing your eyes to open. And let's do some cat-cow. So just coming up onto your hands and knees. Hands right under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and they can be about your hip distance apart. On your exhale breath, you're going to contract your abdominal muscles to round your spine. Push your shins down into the ground, push the heels of the hands down into the ground, but the tops of the shoulders stay relaxed. And then inhale, extend the spine, keeping a tone in your abdomen as you extend. Here you can even draw the heels of your hands towards your knees so you get a little more activation there. And exhale, contract the abdominals to round the spine. Inhale, extend the spine. Do a couple more like that. Exhale, round the spine. And inhale, extend. And then coming back to your neutral spine, the natural curve of your back. We're going to set up for our opposite arm and leg reach. So take one leg behind you with your toes on the ground. Activate your abdominals and your glutes and lift that leg up without changing the shape of your lower back. Reach your opposite arm out and just take a few breaths here. Think about drawing your arm and leg into the midline of your body. And just breathe here, waking up the muscles of the back chain, and finding maybe a little balance here. And then bring the arm and leg back down, and we'll do side two. So the toes come out. Make that leg really strong and feel right where your leg and your butt meet. Like glutes and high hamstrings, those muscles are working. Activate your abdominals and lift the leg. Think about turning your inner thigh of that leg up towards the ceiling. So the hip drops towards the ground. Your opposite arm reaches out, and you can draw both the arm and leg towards the midline of your body and take a few breaths here. Keep breathing, relaxing the tops of the shoulders, and then bring the arm and leg back down. So from here, we're going to switch sides again. Arm and leg reach out. This time, we're going to round the spine and bring the elbow and knee together. We'll do that 3 times. Reach the arm and leg out. Try not to change the shape of your lower back. So we're going more for length than height with the leg. Last time. That arm and leg comes down, and we'll do the other side. So opposite arm and leg, round the spine, elbow and knee come together. Really use your abdomen to round the spine, just like we did in cat-cow. Last time. Exhale, round the spine. And then find neutral again. So from here, you're going to lift one knee up. Keep it bent, and you're going to bring that knee like you're going to draw your nose and your knee together. And just hold it here. Keep lifting the leg up, rounding the spine. Use your abdominals. Take a couple of breaths here. And then bring the leg over to your right elbow. Well, if the same elbow as the leg that's lifted. And hold it there. And then bring the leg back to center, and now go towards the opposite elbow. Pull the knee up, 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 up. Round your back a little. And back to neutral. So you should feel your abdominals and your obliques kind of wake up with that. Mine definitely did. So moving on to side two. You're going to lift your knee up, round your spine, pull your knee and your nose together using your abdomen. Keep the tops of your shoulders relaxed. Take a couple of breaths here. Then bring that knee towards the same elbow on the same side. Bring your body weight a little bit forward. Take a few breaths here, round your lower back. And that knee comes down. Oh, I forgot to go to the other side. Keep it up, and we'll go to the other side. Twisting. Reach, reach, reach. Lift the knee up. Lift it up. And now we can rest. So big toes together, knees apart. You're going to push back into child's pose. Take the pressure off your wrists. If you need to roll them out, you can. Push your hands down into the ground. Lift your armpits up a little bit towards the ceiling. And just let your weight come back. Take a few breaths here. Forehead rest down. And then we'll come all the way up and come down onto your back. And we'll just do a few bridges just to get our spine moving, articulate the joints of the spine a little bit. So arms reach long by your side. You're going to push the upper back part of your arm into the mat a little bit so the chest opens up, but not so much that the rib cage pops forward. So the upper back part of the arm just gently presses down. You're going to tone your glutes and your abdominals. Use your lower abdominal muscles to tilt your 2 front hip bones backwards so your low back flattens out, and then articulate up to your shoulder blades. Inhale at the top, and exhale, articulate back down through the spine 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom, and exhale back up. Really use your glutes, use your hamstrings here. Inhale at the top and exhale, articulate back down through the spine. Let's do a couple more like that and then we'll add on. So as you come up, make sure the tops of the shoulders are relaxed. Your feet are pressing down evenly through the inside and outside edges, so not rolling one direction or the other. And articulate back down through the spine. Inhaling at the bottom. Last time like this. Exhale back up. Use your abdominals to peel your spine up one piece at a time. And then use your abdominals to lay your spine down, like you're laying a piece of tape down on the ground. And back down. So we're going to mobilize the shoulders a little bit in our bridge. So now we're going to articulate up. Stay lifted, but inhale, the arms come over the head. Keep your arms over the head. It's okay if they don't touch. Wherever they are is fine. And you're going to articulate back down through the spine. Then float the arms down, and we'll start again. Exhale, bridging up. Inhale, the arms come over the head. Exhale, articulate back down through the spine. And lowering the arms. Let's do that one more time. Coming up. Inhale, arms come over the head. And exhale, articulating back down through the spine. Good job, you guys. So bring your arms like a cactus or a goalpost. If your arms don't rest comfortably, you can grab a couple pillows and put them underneath your upper arm. Otherwise, arms will be down here. You're going to bring your legs in, but not in tabletop. We're going to relax our lower legs. I want you to, so your knees are kind of more over your belly button. I want you to draw your shoulder blades a little bit towards each other so you feel the muscles on your upper back work, so in between your shoulder blades. Keep that active, and really small, you're going to twist in one direction, back to center. And then we'll twist in the other direction, back to center. So inhale as the legs move out, and exhale back in, and try to keep your torso still, your upper body still, so you're not, the shoulder doesn't lift. Keep, if it can stay down, keep it down, and twist. We'll do one more time each direction. So waking up our obliques and lower abdominals a little bit. Then you're going to bring your knees to tabletop. So we're going to, if this was enough for you, hang out here, this is good. So it takes the low back out of it. But if your low back is okay, we're going to bring our knees to tabletop and do a similar thing. So you're going to twist in one direction, back to center. Upper body stays nice and still. So you're only going as much as that shoulder really stays connected. So it's not very big for me. We'll go one more time each direction. And then rock yourself up or roll to your side and come up. So we're going to do hip circles, which is sort of similar to what we've done. You're going to come onto your forearms. With the forearms, you want to push the forearms down into the ground so the chest gets wide open. We're going to do knees and tabletop, but maybe you just stick with the variation we did on the ground where the lower legs are relaxed. That's fine too. So I'm going to start knees and tabletop. Push the forearms down so the chest widens, and we're going to lean to the right with the pelvis, then roll down towards your pubic bone, lean over to the left and back up, and then we're going to reverse it. Go to the left, circle around. So it's like your pelvis is a bowl of water, and you're circling that water around in the bowl. And we'll go the other way. So trying to go smooth so it doesn't spill out of the bowl. One more time each direction. Inhale around, exhale up. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're not overworking here. You need to use your lower abdomen if they feel tired. You can relax for a moment. Take a breath here. And then if that was enough for you, you're going to stick with that variation. Otherwise, we're going to try straight legs here. So hamstrings might be limited by flexibility. You can keep your knees a little bit bent or go right back to tabletop. Otherwise, we're going to kind of draw up a little and then circle around and up. And try not to change too much in your upper body as you do this. Reach the legs long and away. Use your abdominals as you circle around and bring the legs up. Inhale around. Exhale up. Inhale around. Exhale up last time. And then bend your knees, come all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Just nod your head now. Let any tension in your neck, release. Just take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to bring our feet back down onto the mat. We're going to take some more focused abdominal work. So you should feel this in your abdomen. You might feel work in your neck, but it shouldn't be painful in the back or the front of your neck. If that's the case, you're just going to lay your head right back down, okay? So, and you can do all of this with your head and shoulders down. So we're going to start with our feet on the ground and arms facing fingertips up towards the ceiling. The front of the shoulder is going to move back in the socket, and I want you to imagine you're pushing through like really thick mud or really a lot of water. So there's some resistance. So you're going to push the arms down, articulate through your neck, and then your upper back, and reach your fingertips long towards the wall in front of you, and then inhale, come back down. And exhale, contract your lower abdominal muscles, lift the head and shoulders, and then inhale, come back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Make sure you articulate through your neck and then your upper back. And inhale, come back down. Last time like that. Exhale, arms come down, head and shoulder lifts, and inhale, come right back down. Good, you guys. So again, if that's too much on your neck, you can do the whole series with the head and shoulders down, okay? So now we're gonna bring our legs to tabletop and arms come up. If head and shoulders are staying down, you're just gonna move the arms up and down. Otherwise, we're gonna press the arms down, contract the abdominals, lift the head and shoulders, and then come back and exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, really feel that compression of your lower abdomen. And inhale. 1 more like that. Reach your fingertips forward so you feel the muscles underneath your armpits and shoulder blades work a little bit. And rest. Good, you guys. So from here, we're going to add straightening the legs. So again, stick with any variation that feels right to your body. Please listen to your body and be kind to it. We all need to be more gentle with ourselves right now. So just really do where you're at tonight. So knees and tabletop. This time we're going to press the arms down, lift the head and shoulders, and straighten the legs. You can lower them any amount, but your lower back has to stay the same. And then come back down. And you can do this whole thing with your head and shoulders down, or you can do it with just the knees and tabletop. So any variation that feels right. Exhale. Inhale, come back. And exhale. Inhale, come back. Really feel the compression of your lower abdomen. Make your legs really, really strong and active. Last time like that. Exhale. And then coming back down. Rest your feet down. You can nod your head now. Just take a few breaths. If you want to rock your knees to one side and then the other, you can do that as well. Just nice and easy. So we're going to do 1 more abdominal exercise here. This one is called the double leg stretch. So both knees are in towards the body. Again, you can do the whole thing with the arms, with the head and shoulders down if you need to. And if you have any back stuff, you're going to take your legs a little bit more towards the ceiling. You can bend them as well. Otherwise, we're going to exhale, lift the head and shoulders. That lower back is going to stay pushing down into the mat the whole time. Wherever your head and shoulders are, that's where they'll stay. Inhale, the arms and legs reach away. Exhale, back in. Inhale, arms and legs reach away. Exhale, back in. So not changing where your head and shoulders are and not changing the shape of your lower back at all. Inhale out. Exhale in. 2 more. 1 more. And coming all the way back down. And 1 more time, you can nod your head no if you want. You can take your feet side to side or your knees side to side. Just relax your abdominals a little bit. And then you'll either roll yourself to the side and come up to sitting, or roll like a ball to come up to sitting. And we're going to work on our roll down. So one of the harder parts about this exercise is sometimes we're a little tight in our back or a little weak in our abdomen and it's hard to come up and down. Or maybe it's just challenging to sit with the legs straight out in front of you, which both I have options for. So if you can't sit with your legs straight out in front of you, you're going to put a little bend in your knees so you get the natural curve of your low back. If you need to, you can hang on to your legs to help you roll back through the spine. Okay, otherwise, we'll be here, arms are forward. On your exhale breath, you're gonna contract your abdominal muscles and use them to roll down. See if you can keep the shoulder in the socket as you roll down, so we're separating what our spine does from what our shoulders do. And inhale, reach the arms over the head, keep your rib cage down. Exhale, reach up, articulate through your neck, upper back, middle back, lower back. If you're here and your legs come up, just bend your knees, use your hands to help yourself up and sit up tall. So any variation is the right one. And again, round your lower back, articulate back through the spine. Inhale, the arms come over the head. Exhale, up, articulate through your neck, upper back, middle back, lower back. Reach forward. As you reach forward, reach from your abdominals, not rounding your shoulders forward. And then sit up tall. So it's like you're pulling your body forward from your abdomen. Inhale, reach over the head, rib cage stays down. Exhale, reach up. Articulate through every section of your spine on the way up, reaching forward. Sit up nice and tall. Let's do one more, you guys. Rounding your lower back, trying to coordinate this with your exhale. Then inhale, arms come over the head. Exhale, reach up. Articulating up. And then reaching forward, using your abdomen to pull your body forward. And coming up. So if you need to adjust your pants, you can. I know mine always come down on that exercise. And then today I'm going to do something new with this group. So we're going to do our leg series, but we're going to do it in the air. So traditionally, it's like this, okay? Now, if for whatever reason you have a knee injury or a wrist injury, you're just going to come down and do the whole thing down like this. Okay, so just pick what's right for you in your body. You can always start with one and then switch to the other one. So from here, you're gonna take your glutes on the side that the knee is bent and turn them on so that you're opening up the front of that hip. This shoulder, you're gonna draw it back in the socket and turn the muscles, your lats, on underneath your shoulder blade. From here, you're gonna lift this leg up and back down. We'll just start with that, nice and simple. Up and back down. You can push down with the foot of the knee that's bent, and that will help to kind of turn the glutes on a little bit more and stabilize the body. Make sure your head is in alignment with your spine. Let's do two more like this, and one more time. Good. And then from here, we're gonna do our leg kicks. So we're gonna do 2 kicks forward and 2 kicks to the back. Getting a little cramp here. Okay. So from here, we're gonna lift the top leg up, tone the core muscles. We're gonna do 2 kicks. Uh-oh, I think we disconnected for a minute. I think we're back. Okay, so starting again here, we're doing 2 kicks forward and 2 kicks to the back. 2 kicks forward, 2 kicks to the back. Remember, you can do this whole thing laying on the ground. If you are on your wrist, make sure you're pushing down with your hand. One more time. And rest the leg for a moment. Good, you guys. So we're gonna do, it's called bicycle. So you're gonna lift the leg up, bring it back a little bit, then bend your knee, keep your knee bent, hinge it forward, bring the leg forward, and start again. So go to the back, bend the knee, through. So really lift the underneath side of your body up away from the ground. One more. Then we're gonna go straight to the back, and we're gonna reverse it. So we're gonna come forward, bend the knee, keep the knee bent, bring the whole shape to the back and straighten the leg. When you straighten your leg, try to use your glutes to do it so you're not arching your back a lot in the exercise. Try to stay connected to the middle of your body as much as you can. Last time. And you can rest. Woo! So just come down, maybe just come right onto your knees. Lower your forehead. You can do regular child's pose too if you want, big toes together, knees apart. And just breathing here. All right, so we're gonna do side 2. So you're gonna either laying all the way down on your side or you're up on your hand and knee. So to set up, this leg is underneath you and you wanna turn the glutes on and push your butt forward so that the hip joint is open. Set this shoulder in the socket So you feel the lats on the back turn on. You come right over your knee and wrist. Lift the leg up and down. Exhale up and down. Good, you guys. Keep your core active too. So the lower abdominal muscles are on. Feel like the whole underneath side of your body is lifting up. Do one more and rest. Good, you guys. So now we're going to take the side leg kick. So lifting the leg up. We'll do 2 little kicks forward and 2 little kicks to the back. Trying to stabilize your upper body. And just check in with the tops of your shoulders. Check in with your jaw and your neck. Make sure they're not doing most of the work. Really move down into your lower body, into your core and your legs. Last time. And just rest for a moment. Whew. Second side's hard. First side was hard too. Just harder now. So from here, we're gonna do our bicycle. So you're gonna lift the leg up. We'll bring the leg to the back using your glutes. Bend the knee. Hinge at your ball and socket joint. Bring the leg forward. Take it to the back. So there may be a tiny bit of movement in your torso, but you're working towards stabilizing it in this exercise. So obliques are working, abdominals are working, glutes are firing. Last time, and then bring the leg forward. Bend the knee comes to the back and through. Use your abdominals, use your glutes. Good, 2 more, and then it will be in the past. Last time, woo, and you can rest. You can just come down onto your knees if you want, or you can take a child's pose. Take a couple of breaths. And then let's come onto our backs and just take a figure 4 stretch. So we're just gonna stretch what we just worked, okay? Well, a little more the back of the hip than the side of the leg, but you should be feeling both in the stretch. So we'll cross one ankle over the opposite knee, flex the toes towards your knee so your knee is taken care of. I'm out of breath. You're gonna lift your opposite leg, grab the hamstrings, and breathe here. So push your tailbone down into the ground so you have the natural curve of your lower back. Relax your neck and shoulders. If this is too much to have the opposite leg up, just put that foot down onto the ground. Take a couple of breaths here. Relax the shoulders. And then bring that foot down and we'll switch sides. So other ankle over the knee, toes flex back towards your knee so the knee is taken care of here. And you can either leave your foot on the ground or grab your hamstrings here. And take a couple of breaths here. Press your tailbone down into the ground so you get the natural curve of your lower back. And then bring that foot down. Let's come up onto our knees. We're gonna do an exercise called chest expansion and then an exercise called thigh stretch. So here, you're gonna be all the way up onto your knees. If you need to pad your knees or put some pillows under your knees, that's fine too. So from here, you're gonna tone your glutes and your abdominals so you feel your low belly lift in and up, and your lower back might get a little bit longer, but we're not tucking our butt. Arms come forward. You're gonna try to use the upper back part of your arm to do the exercise. Imagine you're moving through very thick mud or water, and draw your shoulder blades towards each other so the chest opens as the arms come back. And then with resistance, bring the arms forward. Exhale, press the arms back. Open the chest, using the muscles on your back. So the name of the exercise is chest expansion. You want the collarbones to get wide and the front of the arm bones to move back towards the wall behind you without displacing your rib cage, right? So we're just letting our scapula glide on the ribs. Exhale back and forward. We're gonna add head movement now. So arms come back, look in one direction, center, look in the other direction, center, arms come forward. Whatever direction you looked in last time, reverse that. Arms come back, chest opens, look in the other direction, center. Other way, and forward. One more time, each variation. So arms come back, look in one direction, center, other direction, center, arms come forward. Last time, press the arms back, look to the left, or whatever direction you're going, other way, arms come forward and rest. If you need to shake out your knees a little bit, you can, or rub them. And we're gonna add thigh stretch. So this is not, I mean, I don't feel a stretch, I feel more my quads, my quadriceps burning, but it's called a stretch because we're doing the eccentric contraction of our quadriceps, meaning our muscles are contracting but getting longer at the same time. So that's why it's called a stretch, even though it's a burn. You're gonna probably feel a burn. So from here, arms come back, get your body nice and long. We're gonna keep our arms here and you're gonna hinge at your knee joints and then come forward. So you're trying not to change the shape of your lower back as you come back. We're not arching and we're not letting our butt drop. We'll do arms back. If it feels better to have your arms forward, that's fine too. You're gonna hinge at your knees, one long line from your head to your knees and forward. And your range of motion is determined by the shape that you can keep, right? So maybe you come 1 centimeter and maybe you come all the way back, right? Just honor where your body is. And last time like that. And coming forward and rest. Good, you guys. So let's do some back extension. So just lay on your belly. We'll start with baby swan. So different than baby kitty. So from here, hands are underneath your shoulders by your chest. You're gonna push, reach one leg up, reach it long and put it back down. Then your other leg, reach it up and long. Push the tops of your feet down and make your legs really strong. Then push your pubic bone down into the mat and lift your lower belly. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other so the front of the arm moves back. Then as if you were going to drag your heart through your arms and up towards the ceiling, you're gonna lift your back. Now, you may be here, and you may be all the way up. Elbows will probably stay bent for this variation though. Keep breathing. Use your abdominals. You should not be just sinking into the lower back. You shouldn't feel pain in your lower back in this exercise. If you do, you need to back off a little bit or use your abdominal muscles more. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Reach your heart forward and up, coming up to the best position for you. Take a few breaths. You should feel the muscles on your back working and maybe a stretch in your abdomen. And come all the way down. Good, you guys. Take your hands underneath your forehead, bend your knees. Take your feet side to side like windshield wipers and just relax your lower back. From here, we're gonna move right into swimming. So legs are straight, arms are in front of the body with your shoulders, your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. Again, push your pubic bone down into the ground and lift your belly up so that you have a nice long lower back. Reach your arms and legs long and away from each other and float them up. And we're gonna flutter our arms and legs. You can move very slowly if that feels better to your body, or we're gonna do a quick flutter. Keep breathing, make the back of your neck long, keep your abdominals active and your glutes. Try to relax the tops of your shoulders. Keep breathing. And coming all the way down, bend your knees. One more time, take your feet side to side. And then let's do one more round here. One more round of swimming. Again, if it just feels better to go slow, you're gonna stick with that variation, okay? Push your pubic bone down, lift your belly up. Tone your core muscles. Reach your arms and legs long and away from each other and fluttering the arms and legs. Keep your abdominals active. Keep your glutes active. Relax the tops of your shoulders if you can. The back of the neck gets long. Continue to breathe. And coming all the way down. This time, let's come up onto our hands and knees. Just find neutral spine first. So just take a moment, take a couple of breaths here in neutral. And then we'll bring our big toes together, our knees apart, and just push back into child's pose. You can lift the armpits up a little bit. You can use your hands to push down if that feels okay to your hips. And then let's come seated for mermaid here. So you're gonna sit like this if you can. If that's not right for your hip, you're just gonna stack your knees up like this, okay? So this back foot shouldn't be turned out this way. You need to be on the top of your foot. If you can't do that comfortably, just stack your knees right up. Okay, so from here, breathe. So from here, we're gonna put one hand, so the hand of the leg that looks like this is gonna come onto the ground. From here, this arm comes out. We're gonna side bend our spine. So it's like you're making a C shape with your spine. You can bend that elbow as much as it feels good to you and maybe turn and look towards the ground. And then we'll come back up. Try to keep both shoulders back and the tops of the shoulders peaceful. And you can keep this hip moving down towards the ground as you reach the arm up. So you're really getting the whole length of the side body. And then back up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale. And coming up, you're gonna grab your shin on the other side, bring this arm up, sit up really tall and side bend once in the other direction. Again, just try to relax your neck, relax the tops of the shoulders. We'll come up and you're gonna turn your body. Now this hip will lift and you can just be here if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, we're gonna walk down and just take a couple of breaths in the down position. And then walk back up. And when you're here, lift your heart up towards the ceiling, but drop your tailbone down at the same time. And you can actively use your oblique muscles to twist your waist a little bit, only if that feels right to your back. Take a couple of breaths. You can look up if you want. And then we'll do the other side. So we're aiming to get this hip down towards the ground. It's okay if it doesn't touch all the way, but that's what we're aiming for. So from here, one hand will be on the ground, other arm out to the side. Shoulders are set back. You're gonna side bend your spine. Try to keep that hip moving towards the ground as you side bend. And then coming up, we'll start again. Exhale. And one more time like that. Exhale. And coming up, and then we'll side bend once in the other direction. Take a few breaths here. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Maybe look down if that feels right to your neck. Coming up, we're gonna twist this hip forward now. And you can hang out here if that's what feels good. If you'd like to come forward, we're gonna walk forward. Take a couple of breaths down here. And then we'll walk back up. When you're here, lift your heart forward and up and drop your tailbone down at the same time. So there's opposing action happening. So we're not crunching our low back, but actually lengthening it a little bit as we extend our upper back, our upper thoracic spine. Take a couple of breaths here. And then let's just finish with a little twist on the ground. So you're gonna lay on your side, knees stack up to start. And let's just do today, we're just gonna bring the arm over. Go ahead and let the knees relax, so you don't have to keep your knees stacked. But do try to keep the front of the shoulder moving back in the socket. Just twist and look in the direction of the hand that you brought over your body. Take a few breaths here. Relaxing your legs. If you want, you can bring this hand onto your leg. Just let your shoulder relax. That might feel good. Might help your legs to relax a little bit. And then we'll come up and go to the other side. So same thing on this side. Knees stack up. You're going to open your arm. Look in that direction. The front of the shoulder moves back in the socket, and you don't have to keep your knees stacked for this variation. If you want to rest your hand on your leg so you can kind of support the legs, you can. Just keep your neck and shoulders peaceful. Relax your jaw, relax your face. And take a couple of breaths. And then just bring yourself back to center and either roll over onto your back or come up to sitting, and we'll just finish like we started with just a moment of being still and checking back in. So palms are up or in your lap. If you're on your belly, hands rest on the belly. And just allow your eyes to close. And just once again, notice your physical body. Notice what it feels like. Notice any shifts, anything that feels different, and anything that feels the same. Just noticing. And then once again, returning to your mental and emotional body. And just notice what that's like now. And maybe it's the same, maybe it's a little bit different. Just notice your inner energy. What does that feel like right now? And notice any shifts that have taken place. And anything that hasn't. And just acknowledge both. And then take a moment to give thanks to your body. All of the systems working together within you to help you move and live and do all the things you want to do. Give thanks to your body for supporting you through all the years and the moments. And just take an inhale breath and very easily exhale out. And then as you're ready, just allow your eyes to open and bring your vision back into the room. All right, you guys, we're finished for today. Good work. Thank you so much for joining me. I genuinely love doing this and really, really appreciate you guys showing up. I know I feel so much better knowing that I have these few things that I can do during the week to give back to my community and to move my energy and get it out. All right, guys, I love you so much. So I'll be back with mat class Thursday evening at 6:30 and Friday afternoon for a gentle mat class at 4 p.m. And then for meditation, guided meditation tomorrow morning at 11, so Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. and Friday morning at 8 a.m. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Good work tonight. Take care. See you soon. Love ya. Bye.